Hello students and namaste everyone. I am Dhaval sir and our today's topic is your standard 10th literature part unit number 6, that is the 100 races part 2 by L. Sor Easter. In our previous lecture we had discussed about the same chapter part 1 and today we will discuss part 2. In part 1 we had discussed about the introduction of the chapter. That is, basically in this chapter the three main characters are Wanda Petronsky, Peggy and Maddie, and we had seen how Wanda was a shy girl and Peggy and Maddie, who were best friends, they used to tease or harass Wanda just because of her name, which was different from them, right? Because Wanda and her family had immigrated to America from Poland. Okay, so they had a different name from the other American children, and we also saw that Wanda always used to say that she had 100 dresses, but actually she used to wear only one dress, which was always a blue color dress, and that too it was faded away. That means the color had vanished or it had faded. Okay, so it was not as new or bright as uh, it should have been. Okay, and due to that, whatever she said, that means as she said that she had 100 dresses, and her saying did not match the way she lived. So Peggy, who was a very famous girl in the school and who was very rich enough, so she always used to tease her, right? So this was the story what we had seen. Then we had seen that on the day of drawing competition, it was revealed to Wanda and sorry, to Peggy and Maddie, that why Wanda always used to say that she had 100 dresses. So actually she meant to say that she had 100 dresses which were in the form of drawings and which were all in different colors lined up in the closet of her, and which were of unique designs, right? So all the 100 dresses, there is the drawing of 100 dresses, were displayed in the school, and Peggy and Maddie, they were really surprised to see these dresses, and they understood why Wanda used to say what she used to say. So there the chapter got over, and in this part, that is the second part, uh, we'll see what happened later on, right? So on the day of drawing competition, Wanda was absent in the school. She did not attend the school, right? And immediately later on, a letter comes to her school, and the teacher was Miss Mason. Okay, a letter on her name comes to the school, and while she reads out the letter, right, she finds out that her father, that is Wanda Petronsky's father, had written the letter. So before explaining all these things, I'll just give you the basic introduction of this chapter, that is part 2. Okay, so in this chapter, as I said, we'll study, right, that why Wanda Petronsky had not been coming to school. Okay, so it was the day of drawing competition, and after that Wanda had stopped coming to school. So the Petronsky family had actually decided to move to a big city where no one would care about their unfamiliar names, right? And on hearing the note, so as this was a letter sent by Wanda's father to the school teacher, right? So according by hearing the note, Maddie and Peggy, they got very much anxious. So they were very much nervous as they realized that they would never get a chance to change their relation with Wanda now, because she won't come to school, and they knew that they had already teased her so much, but now they wanted to change that relation, which was not possible. And so both the girls relieved only on learning that Wanda liked them, means they both were relieved. Right, in this chapter we'll find out at the end that they both were relieved. Relieved means they were free from tension, right? They were very much worried about, but they were relieved from that on coming to know that Wanda, whom they used to tease, liked them and had dedicated one of the 100 dresses, that is the drawing, to each one of them. So this way the story gets end. Right, now I'll try to explain you in a bit detail. Okay, so as in the chapter, there is chapter number 6, part 2. The story begins like that. In the lesson, the story begins with the all the students of room number 13. Right, in the class, in the school, there was a room number 13. Okay, having a look at the wonderful drawing. So all the drawings of Wanda were placed in room number 13. Right, and it looked wonderful. Okay, and only then, after the drawings were displayed, and as Wanda had not come to school, a note arrives, that is in the form of a letter, which is received by Miss Mason. Okay, from Wanda's father. And that letter informed Miss Mason that none of his two children, right, will attend the school, as they are moving to a big city where no one would judge them for their names. Okay, by hearing this, Miss Mason was shocked, and she conveyed her disappointment to the class. And Maddie was the girl who was affected the most by this letter, okay, of Wanda's father. And she instantly, that is immediately, developed a urge, that is desire, to apologize to Wanda. Okay, and the Peggy and Maddie, who were the two best friends, they decided to go to meet Wanda Petronsky before she leaves. So they rushed to Bogin's Height, hoping that the family hadn't moved yet. Okay, that means they have not left the place. Okay, but when they reaches over there at Wanda's house, they were surprised to see that there was no sign of life in and around. That means there was no one at that place. Okay, they had already left the place, and Maddie lost her sleep, thinking what a coward she was, uh, who could not even stand against the wrongdoing, right? Because every now and then, when Peggy used to tease her and make fun of Wanda Petronsky, Maddie used to understand that this is something wrong being done with Wanda, but never she had the courage to speak in front of Peggy, right? So on that day, she decided that she will never let anyone tease someone like that again, right? The way Peggy used to tease Wanda, now she will never allow anyone to tease anyone like that. Okay, and that weekend, uh, Peggy and Maddie, right, they had decided to write letter to Wanda that was originally meant to be for apology. Okay, so they were going to write a apologetic letter, but they ended up writing a friendly note. Okay, asking her how did she like the new place, the new school, the new teacher, right? So that was it. And after they wrote the letter, weeks passed by and there was no reply until one day, uh, near Christmas came and Miss Mason announces that she had received a letter from Wanda Petronsky, right? So everyone were surprised, and in that letter, Wanda wrote that she missed everyone and conveyed her intention of gifting one dress each to Maddie and Peggy because she has a whole new lot of 100 dresses lined up in her new house where they had shifted. That means new 100 drawings she had made, and she had given away two drawings for Maddie and Peggy. So both of them were happy to receive it, and later they realized that it was their faces she had drawn along with the dress. That means the dress were drawn, and on that dress the face was actually of Maddie and Peggy. So thus they both understood, or they both concluded that Wanda uh, really did not hate them, and actually she liked them both, right? So this is what is given in your part 2 of chapter 6, the 100 dresses. Okay, so that's it about the story, and this is how the chapter gets over, and I'll also end my lecture over here. Okay, thank you everyone for watching my video.